Let me tell you why you might not get a job when you graduate. Now, in today's job market, employers are now prioritizing skills over formal education. Well, let me explain. Now, according to a 2020 survey by the World Economic Forum, 94% of business leaders expected their employees to pick up new skills on the job, and many of them emphasized on skills like complex problem solving, critical thinking, and creativity. Well, comrade, they teach you this one for school. let me let me ask you, comrade, are they teaching you this in your school? Even companies like Google, Apple, and IBM has publicly stated that they no longer require college degrees for many of their positions. Well, let me shock you more. Now, according to the reports by the World Bank, there is a why am I pronouncing this wrong? Significant skills gap in many countries where the education system does not adequately prepare students for the job market. Well, in Nigeria, for example, the unemployment rate among university graduates is very, very high. Partly because, now, this is the reason why it's very high. The education does not align with the industry needs. Wow. Now, why I want us to talk about this, or why I'm pouring my mind into this microphone, I believe you're hearing me. If you're hearing me, just leave a comment below. Why I'm sharing these thoughts with you is that if you observe, many successful entrepreneurs, leaders, captains of industries, and CEOs who achieved mighty things, they achieved these things without formal certificates. If you also check this belief that they are saying that the real world success often comes from experience, networking, and innovation rather than formal education, to a certain degree, it is true, comrade. Calm down and check it. Calm down. I want you to pause this and think about this. Real world success often comes from experience, networking, and innovation rather than formal education. Is it true? For me, to a certain degree, it is true. To a certain degree, it is true. I was thinking about this the other day, the way they are teaching us in class and the way the lecturers are, addressing the matters at hand and the way they are lecturing. This led me to think and reflect and come to this conclusion, and that is, I strongly believe that school certificates will soon become useless. Well, you might say it's a lie. Just look at what AI is doing now. What will become of us in 10 years to come, comrade? Oh my God. If you don't have this understanding now, that this certificate you are fighting for, you are sorting for, you are always cramming for, you soon become useless. My dear, you won't get employed or jobs in time to come. Well, here are my reasons why I think and I strongly believe that school certificates will soon become useless. Firstly, the value of school certificate is often linked to the relevance of the skills it represents, and that is the truth. If you have a certificate, first class mechanical engineering, it is reflecting that you are good in mechanical engineering, and is a testament from the school that this student bearing the certificate is good according to our own standards. But the truth is, if the skills you learned in your school are outdated or are not aligned with the current industry demands, comrade, your certificate may lose its value in the job market. That you see that certificate that you are always reading for to get. You see that certificate that you are always fighting for, sorting course to get. If the skills that backs up that certificate is not in alignment with what the industry is demanding for currently, comrade, forget it. Your certificate is just a paper that speaks for itself and not for you. I'm telling you the truth. Another reason why I strongly believe that our certificates will soon become useless is that if you enter the job market, you observe something. Although I've not entered the job market fully, but I've had interviews with employees and CEOs. Employees are now, did I say employees? Employers, sorry. Employers are now increasingly prioritizing practical skills and experience over formal qualifications. That is the truth. Nobody is looking at their first class anymore. I'm telling you, are you the only first class graduate? Come on now. Go to Leave your school, you observe that there are a lot of first class people without skills. If you think I'm lying, enter LinkedIn and just type for a particular job and just look at the job qualifications, what the job requirements. You observe that, come on now, the world is looking at what the world needs, that rather is who can do the job, not who the certificate says can do it. I hope you're getting me. Another reason why I strongly believe that our certificates will soon become useless is, come on, AI is coming. Hey, my brother. With the rapid advancement of technology and AI, if you calm down to reflect, you will notice that there are new skills and roles that it has created that did not exist when the traditional education were designed. A lot of rules. Data analysis is there. AI can now do your graphics design. AI can now do AutoCAD and SolidWorks for those of us mechanical engineering, and that is my field. AI is now sewing. Come on. So with the advancement of AI, my brother, I dey fear, but you need to tap into the trend instead of focusing on acquiring a certificate and just Maxi. We need to learn more. Because the truth is, certificates in certain areas may no longer be valuable because the knowledge they present is becoming, which word should I use? Obsolete. Is becoming vague because, come on, AI cannot do what you are bringing certificates for. Now, if your certificate is not meeting up to the demand, if what you are bringing into the table, AI can do it, why then study the course? My brother, if you have to, you need to, check, sit down. I'm going to class, trying to always pass my exams. Is it what I'm supposed to be doing? Or am I supposed to be preparing myself for life after school? That is what your mind is supposed to be doing, not killing yourself every time to acquire a certificate, a paper. Well, this idea that the certificate is the ultimate goal of education, my brother, is flawed. Lecturers, they not threaten us. You failed this course. Am I in school to check if I'm failing or if I'm passing? You're in school to learn. You're in school to build yourself. You're in school to grow. Certificates is just a reward system of how good you are at the end of your course of study or at the end of your program. Because let me tell you, true education is about continuous learning and personal growth, not even about the achievement of a document. Are you getting me? Please, let us shift this idea of focusing on certificates and let's focusing on building and growing ourselves. Please, very, very important. Your life should show that you learnt it, not your certificate should tell us. Because, brother, comrade, I'm saying this. I'm also talking to myself. I'm not just, blasting or shouting to a microphone. I'm speaking to myself, Maxwell. Maxwell, hear me out. You should shift although I'm in my final year, second semester, about to write my exams. I learned this lately. Our focus is supposed to be on learning and not on certificates. Because certificates might get you the job, but what will sustain you is what you know. Why we have a lot of underpaid graduates and graduates that do not have any job is that a few of them, let me not use a few of them, most of them focused on passing a course, focused on acquiring a certificate instead of the initial learning. My brother, if you are learning, I want you to listen to the next episode. The next episode I'll be uploading next week. See, this life is not about certificate. I tell you, comrade, this life is about learning. If you want to move out of the bandwagon of persons that will not get jobs tomorrow, focus on learning. I just felt like sharing this with you, comrade. Kindly share this with your friends if you found value from it, though. This is the Mighty Series, brought to you every Sunday by the Nigerian Student Podcast. Before I say see you soon, comrade, 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 focus on learning than certificates. Focus on building skills than certificates. I didn't say leave certificates. Yes, you need certificates as a proof that you went through the school, but we are not looking at proofs. You want an assurance, and what will give us that assurance is what you know, not what the certificate says. See you soon. Take care.